Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Atisha. This is the first video in the series where we will explore VisionOS app development with SwiftUI. In this introductory video, we'll explore some basic concepts required in order to get started with VisionOS. So let's get started. Just like how we have multiple operating systems for different Apple devices like iPadOS, watchOS, macOS, iOS, similar to that we have a special operating system for Apple Vision Pro called as VisionOS. Apple Vision Pro utilizes special computing, which is a computer technology which, with the help of sensors, computer vision, machine learning and many such other technologies, tries to bring together the digital and the physical world. So people at the same time can interact with the app that you have built and also remain connected with their surrounding. Or they also have the option to completely immerse themselves into the world that you have built for them. There are three foundational concepts that one should clearly understand about special computing, and those are windows, volumes and spaces. Let's first talk about windows. Just like how we have a window on a macOS app, a screen on an iPhone, similar to that we have a window on a VisionOS app as well. It is nothing but a 2D screen that now we can see through our Apple Vision Pro in a physical world. We can see multiple windows at the same time. Those multiple windows could belong to a single application, or we can also see windows from multiple different applications at the same time. The windows can be resized with the help of the hand gestures and can also be moved around in the space. We'll talk about space later. And also, to make windows a bit more interesting, Apple provides a way to add 3D models to our 2D windows with the help of the Model 3D API from Reality Kit, on which we have a standalone video in this series. Next up is volumes. Volumes is primarily designed for 3D content. So in simple words, volume is a type of window that has the capability to grow itself in 3 dimensions so as to match the size of the content it contains. Just like windows, volumes can also be moved around. We can place them anywhere and we can also see the 3D content in it from any angle. We also have the option to place a window and a volume together in a VisionOS app. For example, you might be reading an article about a dinosaur while looking at a 3D model of a dinosaur. So Apple introduced several new APIs in order to incorporate these 3D experiences in our VisionOS app. So with a blend of SwiftUI and Reality Kit, we will see later in the series how we can add these 3D experiences to our VisionOS app. Third one is space. When people put on their Apple Vision Pro, they enter into an infinite 3D canvas called as space. So there are primarily two types of spaces, full space and shared space. So by default in Apple Vision Pro, the apps get launched in a shared space. So shared space, as the name suggests, is the space where multiple apps can coexist at the same time. For example, you can see here that a FaceTime app, a Messenger app and a PowerPoint presentation are running side by side. So this is a shared space. Also, when a person is wearing Apple Vision Pro, they can also see the surrounding around them. And that is made possible with the help of pass-through, which provides a real-time video of the surrounding from the device's external camera. Now in case of full space, also called as immersive space, instead of multiple apps getting displayed at the same time, only a single app's windows, volumes and 3D content gets displayed. Here, when a person is in full space, the other apps remain hidden. The idea here is to make the person less distracted and more immersed in the app at the moment. Just like how in case of windows, the content gets displayed within a specific window. In case of volumes, within a bounded container. In case of full space, the SwiftUI views or any other content gets displayed outside of any container. Let me give you a small example to make you understand full spaces a bit better. So in Keynote, the app opens up in a window. Now let's say you have a feature in your app which lets the user rehearse their presentation. So in order to make them fully immersed at that point, you give them the option to get into a full space to get the experience of a real setting and then give their presentation. So that's the perk of using a full space. Now with full space, we also get the option to decide the level of immersion we want to give with the help of the immersion style modifier. So there are majorly 3 styles. First one is full. With full immersion, the people get transported to a completely digital world and only our app's content is visible, blocking the view of the surroundings by turning off the pass-through. So in one of the video in the series, we will learn how to build a full immersive experience. Second one is mixed immersion. With mixed immersion, our space's content coexists with the real world. What it basically does is, it places the content on top of pass-through. For example, here the text hello feels like it's actually there. It is very useful for apps where you want to let your user place the virtual elements in the real surrounding, which is made possible with the help of AR. And the last one is progressive, which is a combination of mixed and full immersion, where some pass-through is given initially to get a roughly 180-degree view, and the people can use the digital crown placed on the top of the device to adjust the level of immersion. Now, since SwiftUI is best suited to build VisionOS apps as per Apple, and in SwiftUI we know that an app is made up of scenes, and we have been using multiple different scenes in SwiftUI like windows, window group, etc. Now, with respect to VisionOS, there are primarily three types of scenes that we are going to use based on the concepts that we have discussed so far, and that is windows, volumes and full spaces. So we will see in our upcoming videos how we are going to make use of these scenes and create different experiences using SwiftUI. So these were some of the fundamental or building blocks of VisionOS app development. That's majorly it about this video. So with the following concepts in mind, I hope now you would be able to better understand VisionOS app development. So if you have any doubts related to the concept that we have discussed so far, you can drop your questions in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more such videos.